Hi, I'm Donovan, and I'm going to be showing you some mindful movements today. I like to do mindful movements myself every morning. Helps me wake up and be ready for the day. Helps me have a smile and some calm. And I'm going to invite you to share that with me today. So if you would like to join us, you can move with us. If you want to just breathe with us, I'm going to be telling you about breathing in and breathing out while we move. So if you don't feel like moving sometimes, you can just breathe in and out with us. You could watch us move, you could think about doing the movements and imagine how it might feel. Or you can just sit quietly if you're having a sit quiet day. And while you stay on your mat and let us do our mindful movements, your teacher may come around and bring you a superstar for participating in the way that you can today and letting us participate in our own and do our own mindful movements. So you're being the way you can be on your mat, being a superstar, and supporting everybody else to be on their mat, moving mindfully. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And right now, first of all, we're going to just notice where we are. So this is something you can do anytime to help yourself kind of get focused again. Notice how you are feeling and where you are. So just look around and notice maybe the four corners of the room. That's one thing you could notice, or you could look for four different colors. And just name them to yourself in your head quietly. Or you can look for four different textures or the way things feel, you know, soft, fuzzy, scratchy, smooth. Look for something like that and just name those quietly to yourself. And now you just notice where you are. Look down at your feet. Notice where they are on the mat. And now we're just gonna rock back and forth a little bit. Rock side to side, forward, backward. Just notice your feet and how they feel on the mat. Look down and notice, maybe raise up your toes. Let them come back down again and touch the mat, more like they're gripping the mat, almost like they're gonna pick the mat up with your toes. See if you can wrinkle it a little bit. And then let your feet just be flat again. And just notice how they're helping you stand up here on the mat. If you're sitting, same thing, just notice rocking back and forth, front to back, and just notice how your body is supporting you, sitting where you're sitting. We're going to go ahead now and we're going to breathe in. And whenever we breathe in, we're going to stretch nice and big. So let's go stretch up. Look up at your hands. Look up at your fingers. Maybe make your fingers like a star shape and really stretch them out as far as they can stretch away from each other. And then we're going to breathe out. And when we breathe out, we're bending. So we're going to bend forward. And then we're going to breathe in and straighten our back and neck, nice flat back, nice long from the spine, the back to through the head, and then breathe out and let ourselves fold again. We're bending. Let's go ahead and walk your hands forward and walk your legs back, or if you like to jump into a plank, you can jump into a plank. But we're gonna breathe in and be nice and long in our plank. Then we're gonna breathe out and come down, and then breathe in. Stretch your chest and your head, shining the heart up. Breathe out, and you're going to bend into a V shape. Now take a look at the little card that's at the front of your mat. Should have a little star on it. What does it say? Yell it out. I am kind. That's what mine says. What does yours say? I am calm. Let's rock it out 3 times here. I am grateful. Now let's walk back up towards our hands. We're breathing out and we're bent in half here. Breathe in, straighten your back. Breathe out, bend. Breathe in, and now we're going to stretch nice and big, nice and tall, nice and high. So you can stretch your fingers away from each other, stretch from your shoulder, through your elbow, through your hand. You might want to look up at your fingers, and then breathe out. And here we are again, back in the middle. So you're just bending yourself, letting yourself rest for a moment. We're gonna breathe in again, nice and big. Stretch from your toes up to your fingertips. Come back down onto your feet and breathe out. Bend forward, breathe in, flat back, stretching the back. Breathe out, bend forward. Let's walk or jump back into a plank. Breathe in, nice strong plank. Nice stretch through your heels, through the crown of your head. Breathe out, coming down into a low plank. Breathe in, stretch that chest forward. Breathe out, bend back into that V shape. Some people call this down dog. What's your I am? Let's shout out 3 I ams. I am grateful. I am fabulous. I am kind. You can bend your knees here. You can pedal your feet. Let's walk back into our forward bend. Breathe out. Breathe in. Straighten your back. Stretch it nice and long. Breathe out. Bend forward. You can soften your knees here. Breathe in, and we're going to stretch up nice and tall again. You can stretch your arms out here. You can stretch up nice and high. Look at your hands. And then we're going to go ahead and breathe out again. Forward fold. Breathe in. Stretch the back nice and flat. Breathe out. Forward bend. Breathe in, and we're going to stretch into our plank again. You can jump or walk into it. Breathe out. Lowering down. Breathe in. Stretch your heart, your chest shining up. Breathe out. Back into that down dog. Let's shout out our I ams. I am powerful. I am fabulous. I am strong. You can pedal your feet. You can bend your knees if you like. Let's walk forward into our forward fold, or if you like to jump, you can jump. Let's breathe in. Nice flat back. Breathe out to bend forward. Breathe in, and we're going to stretch up nice and tall again. Breathe out, and you can stretch your arms apart. You can stretch them up tall. You can stretch on your tippy toes. Breathe out and bring it all back down. We're going to do that one more time, and then we're going to add something else after that. So let's go ahead one more time. Breathe in, stretching nice and big, however you like. Tiptoes to fingertips. Stretching out this way if you like. Breathe out. We're going to bend forward. Breathe in. Nice long back as you stretch that back from all the way along your back, all through the crown of your head. Breathe out, forward. Put your hands on your mat, walk or jump back into your plank. Stretch nice and long here from your heels up through the crown of your head. Breathing in, and then breathe out. Bring yourself down towards the mat. Breathe in, shine the chest up. Breathe out into down dog, soft knees. Pedal your feet if you like. Go back and forth if you like. Wiggle if you like. And I am strong. I am kind. I am powerful. Let's go ahead and walk or jump your feet back towards your hands. Breathe out in your forward fold. Bending in half here. Breathe in. Stretching nice and long through the back, through the neck, through the crown of the head. Breathe out, bending forward. Breathe in, nice and tall, nice and big. Tiptoes to fingertips. Look at those fingers, stretch those fingers apart. Breathe out, bring it back down. Okay, so this is the one we're gonna add something different, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and breathe in nice and tall. Breathe out. Forward bend. Forward fold. Breathe in. Gonna stretch through the spine and the crown of the head. Breathe out, forward fold. And then breathe in to stretch yourself into a nice plank, nice and long. But this time when we breathe out, we're gonna step forward. We're gonna step forward one foot. We're gonna rotate that other foot sideways to give us some support. Or you can bring it down to the knee. That feels better to you. You can rest your back leg on the knee if you like. It's up to you. But if you're gonna join us in this, we call this one warrior. We're gonna come up. We're gonna stretch our arms. We breathe in and stretch fingertip to fingertip. And look at your front fingers. You can even wiggle your front fingers if you want. When you breathe out, maybe bend that front leg a little bit more. See if you can come down a little closer to the mat. Breathe in, see if you can stretch a little bit more, fingertip to fingertip. I'm waving at you. Maybe you can wiggle your fingers and watch your front fingers. We could go ahead now, breathe out, and see if we can bring that hand to the mat, or you can rest it on your knee. Breathe in and look up, stretch and look at your fingertips that are up towards the ceiling. See if you can stretch that hand a little more to the ceiling. Let's go ahead and rotate that as we breathe out. Hands on either side of your foot. Let's go ahead and rotate your foot. And now, unless you already have your knee down there, let's bring your knee down there. And now we're gonna breathe in, reach up, and I want you to imagine a big old balloon. Big balloon, your favorite color. And I want you to imagine something you're wishing for, waiting for, hoping for. Imagine drawing a picture of it or writing it on this balloon. And now go ahead and push that balloon into the sky and watch it float away. Watch it float away. Open your arms, let it go. Watch it getting smaller and smaller. And imagine it just lets go of your wishes like a piñata or fire, sparklers, glitter, whatever you like. And your wishes are coming true. Just say, my wishes are coming true. All right. And then we're going to put your hands back down. Lift your back leg up. Step back into your plank. Breathe in nice and long here. Breathe out. Bring yourself down. Breathe in. Lift up your heart. Breathe out. Back into that V shape. What's your I am today? I am strong. Say it with me. Say it out loud. Say your I am. I am powerful. I am kind. I'm going to go ahead now and breathe out and bend the other knee in front of you. So stepping your foot between your hands, and you can go into warrior on the other side. So rotate that back foot if you're going to stand up. Or if you feel like you want to bend your knee and give yourself some support with your knee, you can bend your knee back here. So it's really up to you. Alright, so for those of us who are going to do warrior, we're going to go ahead and lift our arms, stretch them nice and wide, stretching fingertip to fingertip. As you breathe out, you might start to sink down, maybe bend that front knee a little bit more as you breathe in. Stretch the arms apart, stretch the hands, spread the fingers apart. And now as you breathe out, let's cartwheel those arms down onto the floor to support you. Bend your knee if you don't already have it bent. Bend the back knee to give you support. And we're going to go ahead and breathe in. Stretch the arms up tall. Imagine another balloon. Your favorite color. If you're like me, maybe you have more than one favorite color. You can imagine the same color or a different shade of that color or just another favorite color. It's up to you. Imagine your big balloon or a big ball, a beach ball. Now, anything else you might want to let go of. Maybe it's wishes and dreams and hopes you want to put out there and be ready for them to come true. Maybe it's a worry that you just want to let go of. I don't need this anymore. So go ahead, write your wishes, your hopes that you're going to let go. Let them put them out there. And you can imagine drawing a picture of it or writing the word and just push it away. Let it float away. Putting it out there, watching it get smaller and smaller as that little color, that little dot of color floats away. And you can say, I am ready. I am ready. I am hopeful. Let's go ahead and rotate our hands down and go ahead and step your foot back so you're back into plank. Breathe in, nice strong plank, straight, strong stretch from heels to crown. Let's go ahead and breathe out into that V shape. Walk your hands back into forward bend. You can bend your knees here so they're nice and soft. Breathe in and straighten your legs. Stretch your back. Breathe out. Bend your legs. Bend your body. Forward bend, forward fold. Breathe in. We're going to stretch up nice and tall. Stretch out. Look at your fingertips. Maybe stand on your tiptoes. And we're going to breathe out and rest our bodies. Soften, bend into a natural shape. Just letting ourselves rest for just a moment. Now what we're going to do is we're going to notice again your feet. Come back to noticing your feet, wiggling your feet. And we're going to go ahead and reach up. We're going to breathe out and reach your toes this time. And this time we're going to count to 5. Now if you like to bend your legs, you can bend your legs while you're here. But we're going to go ahead and you could grab your big toe. You could slide your hands under your feet. You could grab your ankles. You could grab the back of your calves, wherever you can grab. Keep your knees nice and soft. You can breathe in to stretch your head down towards your feet. You can breathe out to soften the legs. Remember, breathing out is bending. Now that your belly is nice and maybe bring that belly button back towards the spine as you breathe out. So you can come a little closer to your legs maybe. Breathe in and stretch. See if you can bring your head a little closer to your feet. Your chest a little bit closer to your thighs. Breathe out, soften. Let's just count to 5 here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's go ahead and breathe in. Come up nice and tall. Nice stretch. And we're going to go ahead now and we're going to go ahead and sit down. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go for a little boat ride in our imagination. So let's sit down on the mat. Very good. And now what we're going to try to do is we're going to have you bend your legs. Alright, and first of all, I want to invite you to breathe in and straighten your arms in front of you, palms facing each other. These could be your oars, or these could be your sails when we get going, but let's start with them here as oars. And now what we're going to do is we're going to lean back in our boat, and we're going to bring our legs up. I'm going to give you a side view a little bit so you can keep it like this. Maybe you have a canoe. Maybe you have a sailboat. But we're gonna hold it to a count of 5. And here you can just breathe how you want to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go ahead and breathe out. Cross your legs. Give yourself a little hug. And let's come back to the mat, just sitting down for a minute. We're going to try that one more time. So let's go ahead and this time, let's lean back. Put your arms wherever you want them to be when you breathe in, and stretch up or stretch out or stretch forward this way with your arms. It's up to you. That's your breathing in. Breathe out. We'll lean back a little bit in our boat a little bit more. Breathe in. Let's bring our legs up so we have that little canoe. Mine's a canoe. You can have whatever you want. And then go ahead and we're just going to count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your legs. Give yourself a hug. Breathe out. All right. Let's go ahead, and now what we're going to do is we're going to just turn around and lay on our bellies. And we're going to notice how our body feels laying on the belly, okay? So we're going to just lay yourself down on your belly and go ahead and rest your head on one side. And now just notice, let yourself start to get a little bit more in rest mode. Notice how your feet feel on the floor. Notice how your legs feel as they're touching the mat. Notice how your belly feels as it touches the mat. Notice the support that your arms have here on the mat. If you're ready to switch sides with your head, we're not going to stay here a long time, but go ahead, switch sides with your head if you like and look the other way. Notice the support you have. The mat's supporting your cheek. And now let's bring attention to your heartbeat. Just listen to your heartbeat as you breathe in and out. Or feel it. Maybe you can't hear it. I can't hear mine, but maybe you can feel it a little bit on the mat. So is it going bump, bump, bump? How's it going? Listen to your heartbeat or feel your heartbeat. And just notice, I am alive. I am strong. I am here. All right, let's go ahead and put our hands under our shoulders. Start to push ourselves up into sitting. And we're going to just sit back on our feet. So see if you can open your knees a little bit here. Keep your big toes touching. So almost like your legs are making a heart shape there. And let's see if we can come down as we're sitting on our feet. Just kind of come down, and maybe you can make a little pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead on your hands. Or you could even stretch your arms if you want to. Bring your head down to the mat and see if you can let your chest sink towards the mat, almost like you're opening your heart and feeling your heartbeat one more time. Maybe you rotate your head to one side or the other. We'll just count backwards from 5 here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and lift yourself up and get yourself into what they call an easy seat. Maybe you call it crisscross applesauce. Whatever it feels like to you, it's your comfortable way of sitting. So whatever that is for you, you find that, superstar. And now we're just gonna hum, because it feels good and silly to hum, and we're gonna just see if we can enjoy humming. See how long you can hold your hum. See if you can hum as long as I can, or see if you can just notice the way it feels. Does it feel like bees or bells, or how does it feel inside of your body when you hum? Maybe does it feel a little energy, I can't think of what the word I'm trying to, it's a good thing, vibrating. A good feeling inside of yourself, like just a high energy feeling. So let's just see if we can hum. So we're gonna fill our belly with air first. So breathe in, belly is like a balloon. Fill the chest, fill even your face, your cheeks, all the way to your back of your eyes, like you're cooling them off, and there's a big smile. And then coming out through your mouth, humming so much that your chest is soft, and even letting the air in your belly come out. Now let's do it one more time, okay? We're gonna do it 3 times total. So here's second time. Breathe in, belly fills with air, chest fills with air, face fills with air. And now your chest, and now your belly. One more time, fill your belly with air, fill your chest with air, fill even your face and your smile and behind your eyes with air. And in your chest, and the air in your belly. And now what was your I am today? I am. You can add something else to. I am silly, I am playful, I am kind, I am calm, I am peaceful. Say your I ams. Alright, and we're going to close by just saying, I'm going to say namaste. And namaste just means I see you. The mindful movements in me see the mindful movements in you. So thank you for sharing mindful movements with me today. And humming and being silly.